Welcome to Engage Math, lesson 19 of our pre-algebra workbook, problem number 2, and we are being asked to find the slope. So I took the liberty of writing a formula for the slope right here, but it's really what we have done before, where the slope is really the change in y, which means the difference between the two y coordinates, over the distance or the change in the x, or the distance between the two x coordinates. So you could also kind of sketch this out and try to picture what the rise over the run is. But knowing this formula and knowing that it's the difference between our two y coordinates over the distance between our two x coordinates will be really helpful. Okay, so I'm going to start. Oh, by the way, the other thing I did was I labeled the first point as x1, y1, and the second point as x2, y2. Does it matter which one you call the x1, y1? Doesn't matter. If you wanted to call the second point x1, y1, and the first one x2, y2, that's okay. Doesn't matter because you're still going to get the same answer. Okay, so now let's just take the y2, which is 2, minus y1, which is 4, over x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is 5. And then we simplify that and we get negative 2 over negative 2, and that just gives us a positive 1. If we had plotted these 2 points and counted up and over the rise over the run, we'd still get 1. Okay, let's look at the next one. I'm not going to label it this time. I know this is my y2, this is y1, so I'm going to just write it as 0 minus 4 over, and then I'm going to do the x's in the denominator, just so you see where I'm getting them from, 5 minus a negative 3. So my final answer is going to be a negative 4. We know that minus a negative becomes a plus, so it's negative 4/8. And you might think, well, can't we reduce that? And yes, we can. So let's reduce it and say our slope is negative 1/2. Great. Thanks for joining us today at Engage Math.